Let's create a new quote in QuoteMaster 2. And the first thing that we're going to do is take a design from Planet, from Fusion, into QuoteMaster and create a quote. Now there's two ways to create a quote. There's one from Fusion, from Planet, and another way for about creating it manually in QuoteMaster 2. First thing we're going to do is create a quote from Planet or Fusion. So the first thing we do is go to Tools and Export to QuoteMaster. This will send all the information, all the cupboards, all the specs to QuoteMaster 2. It will create the customer, and then it will show you the cupboards that are going to be pulled through into QuoteMaster. So the reference, we're just going to make it kitchen, and we'll say import. Okay. It will start asking you different questions on how you're wanting to create your cupboards. It will ask you questions like, do you want BIC backs? For this kitchen, it doesn't really matter because we don't have BICs. BIC question again, and we'll just go through those. It will then start asking you for your two-door units, and it will ask you what door you want. So you would answer the questions that it pops up. And the backing, what material you want for the backing, and it will start costing it. You'll see the different cost prices on there, and all these are customizable. I've shown you this in a separate video as well. So I'm just going to keep on white melamine for my carcass. Concealed carcass edging, you can choose a different color. Let's carry on and choose the color that we want. Your handles, you can put different kind of handles on, or you can have handle allowance, which means that it will not bring through a handle into Factory Manager, and you can choose a handle at a later stage, but it will cost it for you. Okay, what kind of hinges you want. All these questions, all these different names are customizable. The prices are customizable. You can put your own prices in. And I'm just going to continue through and price this. So we're going to continue on this. This is what kind of drawer type you want. You want the standard one, full extension runners, the Metabox system, or the soft close. I'm just going to do the default ones for now. Handles per drawer. The one is fine. You'll notice that it's going to start to cost, and it won't ask you those same questions for each unit that you put in, but it will ask you important questions for each cupboard. And there we have it. We've completed our quote. We've got a price there, 14,876 Rand and 3 cents. Let's have a look at our margin. We can put a markup there of 67%. That's just over 40% margin. You can see that you're going to get a 9,900 Rand profit. You'll see your selling price, your ex-VAT price, your total price and cost. Let's press OK, and you'll notice that the quote will increase to 24,000. And this is how to create a quote via Fusion into Planet. The next thing that we can do, what we can do next is create a manual quote. And so there's our old quote that came from Fusion. If you're wanting to do a manual one, you can put it in. So let's say kitchen 2. Again, you can put in, you answer the questions that are applicable, and it will give you a list of all the units that are in QuoteMaster. So let's say you're wanting to put in a floor two-door unit. You can press enter and answer the questions. You got your exposed side. I'm just going to go through this list. and you can choose what kind of carcass you want. I'll keep it as melamine. Concealed carcass edging, let's go for Oxford cherry again, and I'm going to go through this list, and this is how you do a manual quote in QuoteMaster. It will give you your prices at the end again. There's for that unit, and you can continue to add in different cupboards into QuoteMaster manually, and it will give you that price. Let's put that markup still there, 67%, and that's our code. And you can continue on and continue to put in your cupboards, and this is the manual way to put it in. So this ends on how to create quotes in QuoteMaster. Thank you very much.